Hey guys, it's Sean Ziem, and
Matthew Victoria, Max your mortgage guy.
how are you all? How are you doing today? It's Happy Memorial Day for everybody out there. I want to quickly make sure that this will be open to everybody. It's public now, so those that are watching can definitely share it out, drop a comment. We're looking to help as many people in the real estate world. So this is what we're doing on Mondays for all those that are tuning in now. Um, we're going to have a private group that we're going to provide massive, massive value in the business development arena. And we were going over a bunch of topics that are needed. And I always joke, a lot of real estate agents get into the business and they're not taught how to build a business. They're taught on how to pass a test. And it's like, oh man, now what? So I had a post last week about if you're a real estate agent, what would you share with somebody new, to get involved and build business? And I had over 300 comments. So I went back in there and I was like, Matt, let's try to educate more people. I mean, what do you think, Matt?
Well, we're the first thing everybody's going to say is, "Hey, you guys aren't realtors. How are you going to help sell houses?" Well, it's not about being a realtor. It's about sales, And the thing is that you and I have both attended enough seminars, read enough books, talked to enough top producers, seen a lot of these different posts on social media and different groups of the things that they say, "Oh, I wish I would have known this," or "Oh, I wish I would have known that." Well, we become a collective is what it is. Plus, on top of that, I network with a lot of originators across the country, so I know the things that they talk about, that their realtors are saying, or that they need education on this and education on that. So it's about having a forum for you guys in a collective place where you can get that, a safe place that's going to be able to share, doesn't cost any money, and you can wind up building your business because you're not taught how to build this business. You go out, you work for a broker, and that's maybe some of the other things that we can talk about is what are you getting out of the place that you're at? We're not advocating anybody to leave. We're advocating you to get more out of where you're at, because a lot of times you have producing brokers who are not really focused on their agents. They're only focused on their own production. So now you need to go and seek advice or mentorship or even accountability in other places. So
And
we
this
thought it
is
would be a great thing.
information that, yes, mortgage people that we're friends with, real estate agents that are friends with us are going to gain some value. And there's a lot of people that want to help others. And that's what we're all about. So we live in an abundance mindset. There's enough business for everybody. And it's something that I wish more people had that same mindset, because it isn't just, exclusivity for a lot of people. It's helping as many people as possible. It might not be just getting deals, but it might be just hooking up a connection. It might be, oh, call this person. They need some assistance. You are a friend of mine, and I want you to help them. So that's why we wanted to kind of set aside some information for all those real estate agents out there consistently. And
You know,
live is one way to do it.
it is, maybe we can help people with doing videos. I know you and I are, so it's easier for us, but that doesn't mean that it always was. So maybe we can help people to kind of get over that. Another thing too is with different agents, they need a little bit of guidance. Maybe we can help connect them with a scripting partner or a role playing partner. I talked to an agent the other day. She's 2 years in, and she had some trouble with overcoming objections. Well, I've talked to enough people to kind of role play a lot of those things, so, and as have you, role play a lot of those things where maybe we can help them with some of these little things.
I mean, networking is a huge thing we've been part of for a long time, and now you have to do it a little differently. You don't have the face-to-face time. I've heard this. Anthony Rosen made a couple comments, and I
Oh,
know
Anthony.
Jason Levine is all about the ecosystem mergers. It's just an awesome terminology there, that you're merging systems, you're collaborating. Those are things that help you grow your business. There's ways of listing appointments that I've been, like you, have many calls with real estate agents, and I like to pick their brains and figure out what goes on a listing appointment, and we'll share some of those pieces of information, maybe tips and tricks to help those that are in our community grow their business, because that's what we do. I'm not just an insurance guy. You're not just a mortgage guy. We're a solution provider for anyone, a resource that are involved in our circle.
Well, yeah, it's the abundance mindset. What do we want to do? We want to help. Most people, they just want your business. Do we want your business? Of course we want your business, but it doesn't work that way. The way that it works is we have to help you grow your business. This way now you'll have business to be able to give us. And that's one of the things that every mortgage person, comes and says to the realtor, hey, you got a deal for me? You got a deal for me? Same thing with insurance agents. You got a deal for me to quote? You got something for me to quote? It doesn't work that way, on the long term to grow. And you feel better when you help somebody to put more food on their table. The objective is to help an agent get to 3 transactions a month. Are a lot of them going to get there? No. Do you know that only 5% of agents nationwide do 25 transactions or more? What's up, Joel? 5%. And the funny thing is that the video that I just did with John DeStefano, he's in that 5%. Hell, he's actually in the top 2 or 3% because he did 33 transactions and he's less than 5 years in this business. You guys don't think that we don't talk to these people and that we don't share and that we don't soak and listen and kind of absorb it and then be able to give it back to you in a way that might work for you? Maybe your style's differently, but you know what? Maybe we can help you to figure out what your style is and what's comfortable for you to figure out your business.
I've been telling you for a while, you should have a YouTube channel. It's something that every single person that's out there watching us now and on the replay. I have one. I have over 500 plus videos there. I've done thousands now, but only 500. I finally started wising up. I started putting it in a location so that others can learn from it. Do I get a lot of views? It's growing. It's something that everybody has to continue trying and getting outside of your comfort zone. That's a huge thing that I like to talk about, you talk about, is doing things that others aren't. And if you're doing things that others aren't, you're going to grow because it's an uncharted territory. That's something that every one of us should be able to do consistently. But pick 1 or 2, 3 things that you can focus on. You'll see your business explode no matter what.
Not only that, Sean, too, it's also, when you're uncomfortable is where you grow. And that's what people don't get sometimes. If you're uncomfortable, keep doing it until you're comfortable. If you're uncomfortable doing video, keep doing it, and then you will become comfortable. Sean, did you turn on the video camera the first time and you're like, wow, I'm going to do this video, I'm going to rock it? Were you that way?
It took me a while. It took me months. And then all of a sudden it was December of 2017. At the end of 2017, I was like, I got to start this. And I did a video and I started getting engagement. People were like, yo, some people cracking jokes. What are you trying to do? And I'm like, I'm just trying to be me, be authentic. And in the beginning, I was doing 1 or 2 a week. Now I do so many like lives. I do my, content videos. I do my videos of my daughter. It's just being consistent. In the beginning, it's overwhelming. Did I ever think I would get over 1,000 videos? No. My goal in the beginning was just get to 100. And I hit 100 in a couple of weeks. And I'm like, this is something. And it's, guys, it's free. It's sweat equity. It's you putting some time in, putting it out to the world. You're giving value. Business comes from it.
Well, and it's like you just said, you got comfortable doing it. You were uncomfortable in the beginning with doing it. Anybody, take a look at people that are on Dancing with the Stars. Do you think that they were amazing in dancing in front of a studio audience on national television, just like that right off the bat? Of course they weren't. They wound up doing something that was uncomfortable for them, and then eventually they became comfortable doing it. That's where, and this is why we can go in so many different ways of mindset, scripting and role playing. You need to practice your objection handling to get really good at it. And that's another thing that we're going to try to help people with, is just different objection handling, or even just tools to help you get better with it, or connecting you with somebody like a John DeStefano, or any of the realtors like Rob DeCancy is going to be coming on. We have other agents that we're going to have coming on, sharing the different things, finding people that maybe that you can, help with, because success leaves clues. You don't have to do something that nobody else is doing. If you do, great, but success leaves clues. Follow the things that other people are doing that are making them successful.
And like we said in the beginning, we are not real estate agents, but we are all about education. We put ourselves in positions to learn and grow and educate. And so if you talk to any insurance broker, producer, agent out there, none of them are doing what I'm doing. And a lot of people in the mortgage business are not doing what Matthew's doing as far as providing that value and learning and listening. A big thing is listening. Listening to others speak, not just worried about what you're going to put words out. Some people are worried about what they're saying next instead of just really taking it in, digesting it, reflecting, and then sharing. And you only learn from that and get better at it if you're doing more of it. And that's what I've done with all these interviews. People say, oh my God, you don't have a script? No, I like to listen. I like to sit and learn and get to know each other. And, this Joel Fullman's on here. He's a public adjuster. You got to know that guy. Anthony Rosa is a guy you should know. Maria, you have to know these people. And they're taking time out, engaging, not just liking and loving. Notice on the bottom of the screen, it says comment. That's important, guys. Commenting, saying, and engaging, and sharing is so key for growth on social media.
It's all about growth. And, we have enough content where we can help people. And like Sean said, yes, we are not realtors. So do we know about specifics to selling real estate? No, but you know what? Sales is sales. Growing a business is growing a business. If you've ever read the E-Myth, just because you can bake a cake doesn't mean you can actually run a bakery. It's a great book. So if you guys aren't reading, you might want to think about it. But we learn enough from other people that we can share it with others. So that you always need mentors, and it's all about growing. If you're not growing, you're dead.
100%. And we want to kind of help you because people think in real estate, especially real estate, you can get your license. It's a very low point of entry into a business, but they're not treating it as a business. They treat it as a job. Mm-hmm. It's something that you have to develop a lot of skills, and those skills we're going to try to help you with. And it's something that over time you're going to get better, and we're going to put you in positions, and you're going to learn from others. That's how we're learning, is having conversations. Maybe we'll have in the group 4 or 5 other agents that we're going to pick their brains in front of everybody. I've done that before, mastermind little thing, lives. That's how you grow. That's how you help, you give value, instead of just saying, use me for whatever, buying, selling, or investing, which you commonly see many real estate agents post.
Well, I tell people it's about stories and connecting, talk about how you help somebody. If I see a post or an ad that says, I'm a Weichert agent, contact me for your, buying or selling your home. What's different than seeing somebody from Remax or somebody from Culture Estates or somebody from EXP with the same thing? That doesn't stand out to me as a buyer or as a seller. Seeing something that I can identify with, now that's different. That's something that I can connect with. And these are some of the things that we want to help people, maybe give you guys post ideas, help introduce you to other people. Like John said, he's like, I welcome phone calls from other agents. Do you know how many realtors won't talk to other realtors? Just like mortgage people. A lot of lenders won't talk to other lenders. And it's like, well, why not? We're all in this business. There's a big enough pie for everybody to get a piece of, and I've heard so many people say, oh, well, I don't want to, why would they talk to me? Why would they share, what they're doing with me? Well, what about asking them to share what didn't work for them is maybe a better way of going at it. And these are some of the things that we find out as well, because we want to know what makes you tick. You're a successful agent. You're successful in your business. Now, business as a whole, what is it that makes you tick? What do you do differently? What helped get you to where it is? And those are the things that we want to share with you guys on Mondays, picking different topics. And like you said, Sean, I saw that post. I chimed in on it. There was over 300 comments on it. There's a ton of great stuff in there to share, because we have a great forum and a great way of getting it out there for people and regurgitating it or sharing it in a way that's easy to share, because we've gotten very good at interviewing people and talking and kind of sharing on the camera.
And if you're a mortgage professional originator, take some of the information that we're sharing, use it. We don't mind. This is how everyone grows, and we're not afraid to share information. That's why we want you to tag in the comments below any real estate agents that you know. anywhere in the country, New Jersey to California
Doesn't
to
matter.
the Midwest, we don't care. Drop it in the comments, because I'm either going to be able to do insurance for them, or I'm going to recommend them if I'm not licensed in that state, and vice versa. I think, Matt, you're licensed in the majority of the states in the country, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's just
Yeah,
something
we
that,
do loan in all 50 states, so we're okay there.
yeah. So we want to license, we want you to tag as many people that are in the real estate world, all real estate agents, the newbies, especially the middle of the road, the ones that are doing, 5 to 10 deals a year. And then you have the ones that are 10 and plus. If you're 100 listing or 100 sales, you could probably learn a couple things from us. We've had a bunch of agents that were on in the past couple of weeks that had many, many transactions under their belt. So these are people that could always learn additional things.
If you want to use a Tony Robbins reference, he uses CANAR, constant and never-ending improvement.
You
So
have
it's
to.
always about improving. Just because you're doing 100 deals now doesn't mean that's going to be the case in 2 years from now if you're not improving things, because things change so much. Like, look at the way Facebook has changed with the lives, with the way that the algorithms work. They change almost on a monthly basis with Facebook.
100%. You have to make yourself better. And if you are at that 100+ transaction a year, you might want to start scaling. That's where you are now delegating and learning about delegation, and maybe use VAs, virtual assistants in other areas, so that they're doing things that are non-income producing activities. If you're doing those, maybe you need somebody to do your social media marketing for you. Pay somebody. Mm-hmm. But also, a lot of people say, "Oh, I need somebody cheap." You get what you pay for. That's the other thing.
Always.
You're trying to save money and get the cheapest. That's not always the case. You want something that's done right, and it's going to be done the first time, not 3 times later. So that's what we're trying to provide, as much value consistently over time, and we want to help all of your friends. So if you are in a small business right now, and a lot of real estate agents, tag them in this live or any future live, and we'll have the group set up in the next day or two for those that are interested in really taking your business to the next level.
So, and also, it is Memorial Day, so we want to thank you guys for sharing your time with us and remembering the past, people that have helped us to live the life that we live. I know my father's father was in the Navy. My grandfather, another grandfather, was also in the Air Force. He was actually in the bombing raids when they dropped the atom bomb. So my uncle. So thank you to everybody who gave their lives for us to be able to be on video to help you guys grow your business.
Yeah, we appreciate every single one of you, and also we'll throw the essential workers in there as well from the time that we're going. We appreciate each and every single one of you, and we hope that you guys, maybe have a hot dog or two, or maybe a cheeseburger as well today. It's not the greatest in New Jersey. The weather doesn't look that great. I hope it changes, but I did some grilling yesterday, and maybe we'll have some opportunities today. But we appreciate every single one of you.
So we look forward to sharing Mondays with you guys with a bunch of different topics. If you guys have any thoughts, anything that you want us to talk about, maybe even come on as a guest, we're here for you guys.
So we appreciate it. Have yourself an awesome day, guys.